Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is on Lost by Highly Suspect. It's a cool track, it's a great song to play, it's great fun. I'm going to teach you the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video, let me know what you think about the song, and let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, and I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Now the main riff goes like this. So to play that, we're going to start with D7 with the first finger, hammer on your third finger to D9, and then you're going to play it another 2 times. So slowly. And then another D9, and then G7, and a little bend out of tune. Not a big bend, just a little bit. Pulling it a little tiny bit out of tune, just putting my first finger down a bit. And then 2 more D9s. And then 1 more D9 at the end. So that's the first bar, slowly. And again. And the pick direction, you don't have to use this picking, but I'm going down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. But you can choose whichever way feels easiest for you. Bit faster. The next bar starts the same with the hammer on, from D7 to D9, but then you're going to go and play the D9 4 times. So, and then G9, pull off to G7, so you got, then D9, and then 2 G7s to finish. So that bar slowly goes. Bit faster. Up speed. It is quite fast. Okay, so the first 2 bars slowly go like this. Bit faster. Up speed. And those 2 bars repeat round 3 times, and then we get the next 2 bars which go, which is B10 to G7, another G7 to G10, and then D9. So you got then another D9 at the end of that bar, and then the next bar is the same, just without the last last D9 on the end. So bars 3 and 4 slowly go. Up speed. So the whole of the intro goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes us to the verse. Now there's no guitar playing in the verse, but I've written the bass part down so you can play this. It goes. So a bit of palm muting, and I'm just playing like quite staccato notes. Playing A2 for 2 bars, E3 for 2 bars, and then the open E for 4 bars. So the first 8 bars of that line go. That'll then repeat and play the whole line again. And then instead of playing bar 12, we go into bar 13, which is just this, which is just playing 7 on the B string and 9 on the G string, and you bend it up, and it drops back down at the end, and then we're going to go on to the next chord, which will be a B chord. We'll see that in a sec. So hopefully that will make sense when we go on to the next line. So with that verse, then you play the whole line up to bar 12, then you repeat back and play from the beginning of the line up to and including bar 11. But instead of playing bar 12, you play that little. So hopefully that makes sense. Then we get the chorus, which goes like this. So for that, B power chord, which is E7 with the first finger, A9 with the third finger, and D9 with the little finger. And one hit on it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into bar 16, we're going to play an F sharp power chord, which is E2, A4, and D4. Hit it 4 times. Then down to an E power chord, which is open E with A2 and D2, and hit that 4 times. So the first 4 bars of that line go a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It then repeats that, and then carries on and plays the same chords, but plays them all staccato, and instead of just playing one B chord, it does 2 bars of that. So from bars 18, 19, 20 and 21 you get. And you can add a few extra little upstrokes in there as well if you want. And those 2 bars repeat as well. It then goes back all the way to the beginning, plays the intro riff, plays the verse, and then this chorus again. And then we go on to the next line, which is the riff, which is the same as the beginning riff. Slight little change on the end. So the first 2 bars are exactly the same, but then from bars 24 and 25, slightly different. You got. So you're playing B10 to G7, another G7, and then G10, and then it changes and goes to 7 on the D string, so D7 twice. Whereas before it went to fret 9. So hopefully that makes sense. So you got, and then B10 to G7, G7, and then play this, which is A7 and G9, A5 and G7, A4 and G6. So you got, so bars 24 and 25 go. Then it goes on to the next line, which is the middle 8, which goes. So for that you've got a G power chord, which is E3, A5 and D5. Hold it for 2 bars, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then up to a B power chord and hit it for a bar. Then an A power chord, which is E5, A7 and D7. And then there's a little run that goes, which is A5, A4, then open E. So the first 4 bars of that you get 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And that repeats around, well, it's like 4 times, but on the 4th time you don't play bar 29. Instead you play bar 30, where you just go up to the 9th fret on the E string with A11 and D11. So a C sharp power chord. So on the 4th time you play bars 26, 27, 28, and then jump to 30. So you get 4, So that's that line. On to the next line of the middle 8. It's the same idea, we've just got slightly different chords. We've got the G power chord again, then down to F sharp, then E. So the first 4 bars of that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that repeats round 4 times, but on the 4th time you only play the first 2 bars, and then you jump to bar 35 where you play E2 and A5. Watch out, that's a big stretch. Then up to the A power chord. So on the 4th time you get 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. On to the next line, and it does the riff again. So it's the same as the first riff. The only little change is bar 39. We're going, it's jumping to the D7 like we did before. So bars 39 and 40 slowly go. Whereas before, when we went on the intro one, it plays the D9 as opposed to D7. So you just got to watch out for that one little tiny change. So the whole of that riff goes. And then we get this kind of like solo part, which is going. So you're going to play G4 12 times, then G6, G7, then G3 6 times, then G4 3 times, then back to G3 3 times. So the whole line goes. And that line repeats, so you play that line twice, and then the next line we've got. So we're playing double stops. B3 and G4 12 times. Then B5 and G6 12 times. B7 and G7. Then B8 and G9. So all that line goes. Next line, carrying on with that, we play. So for that, B10 and G11, again 12 times. B12 and G12. And then from then on, it's just 2 bars, so you're just gradually building up. Just bending the note slightly higher as you go along. Okay, so that line you get. And then the next line, the last line that we need to learn, goes around 3 times and you get. So B12 12 times, B14, B15, B11 6 times, then B12 3 times, back to B11 3 times. So that first 4 bars goes. You repeat that around 3 times, and then there's just a load of noise at the end. Just make a load of noise. I've put the E14 with B17. It kind of starts with that. And you just got to make a load of noise for 4 bars, and that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson, especially the person who requested it on one of my other videos. Thanks for the request. It's cool to track, great fun to play. If you have enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me. Give me a like on the video. Don't forget to press the notifications button as well so you hear when my new videos come out. And I love to hear from you. I love to get some feedback. I like to know that people are actually watching this. So please let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video and what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing it, and you want to print the tabs off of this, then you can print them from my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.